I'd like to just echo what everybody else has already said with regards to Kyle and the leadership within the conference as well as the sponsors. Rather than repeat that, I would just reinforce what's already been said. I think it's also appropriate, since everybody else did, to make sure I'd like you all to meet the members of the Coastal team that are at our table. You already met Matt and Quinn. Our athletic director, Hunter Yurachek, is here. 2/3 of our radio and TV team, Joe and Lane, are here. We've got the guy over there, see with the camera? Guess what? He's our camera guy and a website guy. That's Chad. And Mike, just raise your hand. And that's Mike K with our SID. I'd like to be able to, I think I would almost feel awkward if I didn't reference the fact that we were selected to win the league. And all the coaches know and understand, all the players know and understand what I mean right away. And I know all of you do. So on one hand, it's flattering. And certainly for our guys to be the preseason potential candidate, preseason candidates for Players of the Year at their respective spots, it's very flattering. But we all recognize and we know that without any question, that's got nothing to do with the way any of us are going to prepare. I mean, when you look at the media and the coaches' votes, I mean, Liberty and we were about tie anyway, but it doesn't matter if you're picked first or if you're picked last. It's literally irrelevant. At the end of the day, it's not going to affect anybody's preparation in this room, and it's absolutely not going to impact any of the results. So when we think about what we need to be able to do as far as Coastal goes, and I know that this sounds a little bit like coach talk, but the reality is for us, we begin, we almost every day we talk about our mission. We have a mission, we have a philosophy. And the mission is not to win the conference. The mission is not to compete nationally. The mission is to put a team on the field that anybody at all connected with Coastal Carolina are going to be proud of. And we know that means certainly you're expected to win. We know that. I mean, that's expected of all of us. We understand that. But what it really truly means to us is that when you take that field and you leave that field, you have given it literally everything that you have, to the point where you're making the members of Coastal Carolina proud, but you're making your teammates proud. You're making your family and your parents and your family proud, and when you look in the mirror, you know you gave it everything you've got. Now, if we do that, if we literally do that, and we win, terrific. Hopefully we do that, we increase the probability that we may win, but it also means we may lose. And if we give it everything we've got, and we wind up without a W at the end of the day, we can live with that. We cannot live with not giving it everything we've got. We also have a philosophy, and the philosophy is we expect everybody associated with our program, every coach, everybody in the support group, every one of our players, you stand on your own 2 feet, you accept responsibility for yourself. You be a man. You be a man. You stand on your own 2 feet, you accept responsibility for yourself. That means not just in football, that means what you do in the classroom, it means your behavior on and off the field. And every one of our guys is somebody's son and somebody's brother, and we expect you to live up to that responsibility to your family. And then you got to recognize that as a man, you're going to live with the consequences of your actions. I think too often sometimes, especially our athletes growing up, they're able to get away with some things. And sometimes there's a subconscious sense of entitlement that, this is all going to work out somehow. Somehow somebody's going to take care of that for me. And we try to do everything we can at Coastal to make sure, and I know the other coaches want to doing the same, but to make sure that our guys and our coaches understand that you take responsibility for yourself. You stand on your own 2 feet, accept responsibility for yourself, and you're going to live with the consequences of your actions. If we do those things, we kind of think that football is going to follow suit. From an offensive perspective, we're proud of the year that the offense had a year ago, and we want to continue to be as consistent as we were a year ago there. I think maybe we could do a little bit better job of being more consistent inside the 5-yard line. I think with regards to our defense, both our defense and our kicking games, while we had some great games and we had some great plays, we were not as consistent as what we need to be. We recognize and know that we got to improve in those areas. But again, we'll work as hard as we can to improve in those areas and be as consistent as possible. But all we've ever asked of our guys, and all anybody can expect from us, is that we give it everything we've got, which we will do. I want to wish everybody in the room good luck. I want to wish the other people in the league good luck. And I have no doubt that when it's time for us to play each other, you're going to give it everything you've got as well. Thanks for having us here. Thank you.